For number 11, we're just going to distribute 2 times x and 2 times 8. Okay. In number 12, we're also going to distribute, so 9x plus 36. And then we have that plus 7 there at the end. We're going to have to combine like terms there, and 36 plus 7 is 43. In number 13, we have a two-step equation, so if it helps you to draw a line, you can draw a line here. Otherwise, you can go ahead and start solving. So we're going to subtract 12 and get 6x equals 30. Then we're going to divide both sides by 6 and get that x is 5. In number 14, you can draw your line if that helps you. But we want to move that x to the other side by subtracting 2x. So 9 minus 2 is 7x. If I add my 20, we get 7x equals 21. And then I divide both sides by 7 to get 3. For number 15, this one would be slope-intercept form, where m is 3/4 and b is -2. So I begin on the y-axis at -2. And then I'm going to rise 3 and run to the right 4. And if I continue doing that, I will be off the graph. So I'm also going to go down 3, left 4, and draw my line. For number 16, we have point slope form. And so I would figure out my slope is in the middle. That x is a typo, it should not be there. So that m is 1/2. Then I have my x here and my y here. And when I take these two numbers out of the equation, they change signs. So this becomes a negative, and this becomes a positive. And this is where you begin, at the point. So I go to 0, 0. I go x -4, and then up to the 3. So this right here is my starting point. And then from there, I would rise 1, and then run to the right 2. Rise 1, run to the right 2. And then I could just keep doing that until I can't go anymore. And then I also can go down 1, left 2, the opposite direction. Okay. In number 17, we have standard form. So this is where you do the cover-up. So for this one, if I cover up 4y, I have 8x equals 16. And I'm going to divide by 8 to get x by itself, which is 2. So x equals 2. And then for this one, cover up x, and I've got 4y equals 16. Divide by 4, and y is 4. So I go to the y-axis at 4. Draw your line. Okay. And then lastly, on number 18, for the open response, we have our point, we have a slope, and it says write an equation in point slope form. Then transform it to SIF and SF. So first of all, we know that this is x1 and y1 and m. So I would have y minus y1 is a -3. Okay, well that becomes positive. Then slope is 5, and then x minus x1 is 9. So now to go from here to here, I need to distribute that 5. So I've got y plus 3, and that's 5x and -45. I need to subtract the 3 from both sides and get 5x minus 48. Then, to go from SIF to SF, you just want to get that x over here. So I would subtract it and have negative 5x plus y equals negative 48. And we know it's a positive y because there's nothing in front of that y, so it has to be positive. Okay, and that is the end of the open response.